Hello everyone. Welcome. Today we're going to go over some charts, have a look at what's happening before the market open, and we'll be able to see exactly what's going to happen with NQ market open, and then we will hop into perhaps some trades, so we'll see. Thank you very much for subscribing, Holla. By the way, those of you who are joining us on Discord, please do also show us some love on YouTube. Much appreciated. Most of you come from YouTube anyways, so I guess it doesn't make a difference. We're going to hop into the charts really soon. When are the giveaway winners being announced? Very soon. It is actually pretty difficult to get a bunch of people's details together to be able to do a giveaway. Funnily enough, so many people don't actually respond. We do, however, I do believe we've announced the previous 10 people in the giveaway, and then we're still wanting to do the Instagram giveaway, which we'll do when I get to 1,000 subs on Instagram, as I'm starting a new page. What's up, bro? How's it going? Are you able to hop on Streamlabs as well?
Yes, but I got like this fucking echo right now.
That's weird, because it's not coming from my end by the looks of it. Unless it is. Hello, Natasha. Welcome from London. So we can...
What's up, chat?
Which giveaway are you talking about, my friend? We've announced the previous 10 people from the giveaway, and then there's also the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which won't be announced until I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. Okay, we're gonna go over some charts really soon. Why do you think it's echoing, bro? Is it you echoing?
No, I've got Streamlabs open and your face is on my screen. So I'm doing your audio as well.
I just mute my audio on there. Do it through the mixer thing on on Windows.
I opened it in the browser. I wasn't prepared for this. It's just like you're enjoying this.
That's fine.
How's it going?
Oh, it actually should actually work now. Okay, now it's echoing for me. Yeah, it just shows a black box. Hey, what's up from Argentina? Hulk, what's up? Sophia from Canada, how's it going? Okay. Daniel, I'm not too sure what you're talking about, my friend. I need some more context there, bro. Oh, you're talking about the trading competition. Oh, yeah, that's still to come. Turns out it takes a lot of production to do a whole big... does a whole big... doing a whole big game show style production is actually pretty difficult. But yeah, the contestants have been chosen so far. We are busy looking at basically writing out the production, making sure that everything is in order. So yeah, it's all looking good. No trades today. We're waiting for market to open.
What base are you talking about, bro? What are you talking? I feel like I'm being pushed into something else.
Let me just check collab cam settings.
Thanks, mate. That's exactly what I want to do. Appreciate it. Usually, Jama will go stop loss and TP banner. No, notification. That's Monday. They're with us.
Yeah, we've still got 20 minutes. We usually do it like 5 minutes before market open. So right now we're just chatting, talking about different market, potential market movements, and we'll chat about kind of how things went last week. Yeah, just general stuff. We're just chatting for now. Yeah, I won't lie, having daylight savings and things being a little bit earlier has actually been super helpful, because it basically means I get to knock off work early. We're going to be streaming on YouTube every week. So every week, Monday, we're going to be streaming on YouTube. Perhaps more than that, but at least once a week.
Live on YouTube?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. Why? That's what Streamlabs is for.
Right, got you. See, it's Monday.
But we've got everyone tuning in right now. We've got Dario from Montreal. We've got Max from Germany. Graham from Bristol. Michael Gibbs from some place that he didn't say. Diego from Argentina. Sam from South Africa. Sophia from Canada. Natasha from London. Hey, we can see Jamer. Cool. We got from Hawaii, Malta, Indonesia, Germany, Switzerland, Tampa, Florida, Bahrain, Liverpool. It's crazy. Holland, Portugal. Yeah, so last week's trading was really good. We had some, we had some frustration when it comes to trading NQ, just purely down to the fact that our zones were not retesting. We were getting left in the dust. So it certainly tested our patience for sure. We had zones marked out that weren't retested, and in some cases, we stayed out of trades that are potentially bad trades. So we were good on that end. I believe I hopped into a trade on just before news, if I'm not mistaken, unless that was the week before. I get confused sometimes. But yeah, it wasn't ideal. But however, on GJ and the DAX in London session, we had a really, really good time. So yeah, we ended the week positive last week, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what the stats were. Yeah, it was Jolt's news last week. We hopped into a trade where, yeah, it was literally probably 15 minutes before Jolt's, which is fine because I feel like we could have gotten in and out before then, but it's not ideal, especially when there's a big news release, because again, volume is minimized, and when volume is minimized, things are a lot less predictable, which is not ideal. There's no place like Cape Town, unfortunately, for everyone else. Yeah, Cape Town is nice. It is a great place to be. 5% last week for DW, even with the NQ loss. Well done, bro. Those of you tuning in on YouTube, you can join our Discord in the description as well. It's totally free to join. And we go live every single day, not just on Mondays. Every single day we're live. And we show our game plan for our trades in the day. New to trading, when do we take the trade? Looking at the 1 minute chart or 5 minute chart. You take the trade on the 5 minute chart when price breaks out of your range on the 5 minute and retests that zone once again. So that was the issue we were having last week, where price was breaking out and it wasn't quite retesting. So it would just fly without us. It's been like that for the last couple of weeks, to be honest with you. But this is, to be honest, this is when you want to be sitting on your hands and being patient. At the end of the day, like, market conditions won't be perfect every single month. And you want to have a strategy that keeps you out when the market conditions are not aligning. So that's kind of what we're relying on right now. And you'll see that historically within our results, we've had months that were a little bit more break even, a bit more doing the break even dance between being in profit, coming back to break even, and so forth. So it's part of the game. I'd prefer to do months like those than having big red months as well. So yeah. I am new to, where will I find the strategy videos, please? Megan, there are a lot of places to find strategy videos. So obviously I release videos for free on YouTube going through the strategy. We also have a free course that you can look at on Discord, which is right at the bottom. So if you look at all the channels, the one right at the bottom that says free course, there's a free course there with documents outlining our strategy. And then if you want more one-on-one guidance, you can apply for that under the one-on-one mentorship tab, where one of our team members will literally guide you one-on-one over the shoulder to profitability within 60 days. So that's really what we offer. Everything that you need, however, is available for free. That's what I always like to emphasize, the fact that you don't need to pay a cent to actually get profitable at trading. However, if you want to accelerate your progress, you're going to have to pay for it. That's just how it works. If you're using someone else's time and you're wanting to get there faster, you are going to have to pay. But at the end of the day, you can still get the same results. It's just going to be harder for you. It's going to take you longer. But it's still 100% doable. Looks like NQ is retesting a 5 minute and 4 hour zone right now. Yeah, but it's before market open. There's no volume. It really doesn't mean much at the moment. But yeah, it is technically retesting this here. So you can pretty clearly see that. Besides the moving average, what other retest filters do you use? Interesting, you mentioned that. I'm literally in the process of putting out a video that goes through all of this. So obviously support and resistance can be tricky. because at the end of the day, you can see support and resistance pretty much anywhere. But if you have kind of the right framework to firstly identify those zones, but then also determine the validity of those zones, yeah, it can be very helpful. So I've created a video on that that's going to be coming out either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So either Tuesday or Wednesday. So if you pay one-on-one mentorship, you not get to work with Ethan. So yeah, when you onboard yourself onto the one-on-one mentorship, you get access to JMO, who's on stream, who literally created the strategy. You also get access to other coaches that have been trading the strategy profitably and making thousands of dollars doing it. You also get access to me one-on-one via text. So you can literally ask me anything you want whenever you want when you're in the one-on-one. And then if you have any real questions that no one else can answer, you're welcome to ask me, and I will literally create a customized video for you to guide you through that. However, that's not really something that will happen because everything has been basically everything that you need to learn can be learned from the team that's literally doing exactly what you want to do and where you want to get to.
Ethan, do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, we can do that. I just want to see if we can do that on YouTube, though. Is it possible? I can probably just share your screen on Discord. So share your screen on Discord, and then I'll share what you're sharing on Discord.
Check on screen then. So I'm sharing my screen.
Talk again? Yeah, they should be able to hear you. Yeah, it's just a couple of people. Give me a second. Why can't I share stuff on Discord?
Okay, guys, so let me see your chart. First your charts, you try to see how accurate you are to me.
I don't know why I can't share.
Let me see them. Cool. Fair enough. Okay. Fruit Loop. Yeah, okay. Jalal. Nice. Jalal, pull that top zone that you got. Pull it all the way to the left.
Okay, my Streamlabs is freezing.
Okay, D-man, nice. Tansy, remove that indicator, bro. That breaker structure, change a character indicator, just remove it from the chart. Dude, that's not accurate. Like, I've learned that shit for 2 years. Trust me, that indicator is not accurate.
Yeah, my Streamlabs is freezing.
DW, move your top zone to the wig. Remember to cover the wigs. Damn, guys, okay. Nice analysis. Carl, the only one that you're missing is the bottom range. Dennis, nice. Dennis, you got a spot on, dude. Okay, cool. Did you run me through it? I explain why I see what I see.
Just hang on. JMO, just give me a minute quickly. I'm just trying to get it on this side as well. For some reason, it's freezing. Just give me a second. Enable dual output to stream. Blah, 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 blah.
North side, your zone second from the top, move that zone down, cover the wick, cover these wicks over here like everyone. Other than that, dude, you almost got an accurate mine. It was just that top zone. Can you share the 4 hour zones? Of course I can. Just waiting for Ethan to get it.
Just-
going on these sides, so you should can see as
Just
well.
give me a sec.
What are you thinking for stop loss? It really depends like on the volume of the market today. So like last week I went all the way up to like a 35 pip stop loss. Today we might even do the same. Like there's so much volume in Nasdaq right now. We're gonna have to adjust to the bigger stop, which will most likely be temporary. But I'll be looking at about a 50 pip stop, 60 pip TP. So the average 1 to 2 risk reward. 30 to 35. It depends like how big the breakout candle is, or if there's any fair value gaps that we have to cover. But usually we don't go to 35.
Okay, my Streamlabs is freezing. It's fine. Let's just do the analysis on Discord. Those of you who want to see the analysis, I suggest joining the Discord. It's free to join, and then hop on the stream on there. You should be able to see everything.
Got Discord open double screen. That guy's an OG.
Yeah.
Watching YouTube and Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why I got this top zone is because of these highs here. So originally this zone was like this. I pulled it from this lows over here, went all the way, and see it got respected, it broke through, it never got retested. It never got retested over there. It eventually came back here for a retest, it bounced perfect. So I pulled it over to today's area, and you can see today we never had a breakout, but the candle did weak outside. So now the price is running away from the zone, I can now adjust it to this wick, the highest wick. And further down, we have these lows over here that formed. You can take a trade from this, but the thing is like, if you're trading a short from this zone, you're trading directly into a 4 hour time frame. Okay? So this is a 4 hour time frame support level. So if I go with a 30 pip stop loss over here, by the time we hit this 4 hour level, we'll only be 20 pips into profit. So it's still not the full 30 yet, but we do hit 30 before this next zone. So if you're going to be taking a trade like this, there's way more things that can go wrong with a trade like this. So I would always recommend go 0.5% risk. So half of the risk what you usually use. So let's say you risk. Okay. So 4 hour levels. Okay, so these 4 hour levels, we are all the way back to where we were like 3 months ago. So like price started moving up, making all-time highs on Nasdaq, and now because of like the tariffs and all those things that's happening, Nasdaq has tanked quite a bit, and you can see like this has just been one bearish leg. So the price level where we are now is where we were like 3 months ago. So these are old zones, but they're still being respected. So I have a zone over here and a zone over here where price now eventually came back, and we bounced off of this level. So there was a nice strong rejection over here. Price came back to full 15-minute and 5-minute fair value gaps. So it has reacted to this support level, starting to push up. We had a breakout of this 4 hour, and it's also looking like it might continue going up. So for this session, definitely any buys that I get, I'm gonna go with a lot more risk behind my buys, because right now the market is still looking like it's gonna favor longs. We need that pullback phase because price is very overextended on the 4 hour. So where could price most likely pull back to? We have a 4 hour fair value gap over here. Let's just mark it like that. And we also have a 4 hour fair value gap over here where price is trying to tap into right now. But it needs to get past that 50 SMA. So there's our 1 4 hour fair value gap, and here's the next 4 hour fair value gap. So if we're trading on the 5 minute, you can see over here, we are pretty far from that 4-hour fair value gap, so we got all of this open space over here to trade. So this is definitely looking like a good setup. That's if we do continue being bullish. If we manage to break underneath the 50 moving average, and the 50 moving average starts turning and price starts breaking down, we can still take this short, but like I said, take a little off risk. Right, you guys got that? It's now exactly half past, so it's CME open. So stock market is going live, so that's volume is going to increase. So I'm going to be hopping over to university. You guys the best of luck.
Jame, are we staying on live today?
Oh shit! Yes.
Also, those of you on YouTube, I managed to get everything working, so you can now see JMO's screen. You can now see JMO. You can now see me. You can now see my screen. So it's all working. Yeah, so we're going to be live trading today. Yeah, we always, every time we forget.
Yeah, okay, what's that route now? Whatever.
Yeah, so these are the positions we're potentially looking to get into today. We are basically just looking for the break and retest of these two zones. However, you can see that the 50 SMA is indeed pointing upwards. The general structure of the market is pointing upwards, especially if we take a look at how we are structurally moving. So we're breaking higher highs and making all new highs. So yeah, that's essentially what we're looking at today. I'm favoring longs, but we could still get into shorts. Bearing in mind though that the shorts have the potential for price to bounce off of the previous zone before coming to retest. And then, yeah, due to volatility, we are trading with a 30 pip stop loss. Yeah, so there's some volatility now. Sam P says, best advice I ever got was get a mentor. Just building up capital to get one. A mentor can reduce your learning time by a mile. That's true, yes. Just one thing to remember is that not all mentors are good mentors. So just be very careful. And yeah, mentorship can be expensive. So it's not necessarily a viable option for everyone. But those of you who can afford it, I do recommend looking into it. But it's all about your trading style and how you want to trade, what works best for your lifestyle. So make sure that the strategy that you're being mentored in resonates with you, and you don't feel like you're fighting with the strategy to make it work with your life. That's really important. If you've got the personality of someone who prefers to be in and out of the market quickly, and not have to hold on to a trade, know it's there all the time, check it all the time. If that's not you, or if perhaps you prefer to hold trades longer and you're okay with that being the case and leaving it to run in the background without checking it too much, then do that. Pick a style that works for you and be mentored in that style. But and I would say one of the key things, there's a few very simple things that you can do to basically make sure that you don't get ripped off when you're getting mentored. And the first thing is, just if your mentor looks anything like some kind of rapper, you're doing the thing wrong. If they live a lifestyle where they need to wear fancy chains and diamond-studded earrings and stuff to show that they are in some way successful, I would say that's a pretty large red flag right there. Just saying. And then obviously if they lead with lifestyle first, in anything that they're doing, they may not look like a rapper, but if they're really flexing their lifestyle a lot, and they're not really showing any concrete records of their trading, and that's why we kind of make an effort of recording every single trade session that we do, and every single trade is recorded. So yeah, it's an obligation to trading mentors to kind of prove at least that there's some kind of credibility behind what you're doing, and not just trying to appeal to people's emotions or appeal to people's perhaps greediness, is another way to say it. Jamo, where'd you go? You disappeared, bro.
What? No, I'm still here.
On YouTube, you disappeared, though. Oh, wait, hang on. For some reason, I'm putting it back on now. There you go. Okay, so it's looking like we might break soon, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have credentials for entry just yet. Those of you joining us on YouTube, make sure to click in the description, the link to join the Discord. It's totally free to join, and you guys can join us live every single day. And we will give you guys our trade game plan every single day live for free. And those of you in, yeah.
Why do trading mentors have a beard?
I don't know. I don't know what it is about trading mentors. Maybe they just have weak chins. I don't know. They got something to hide. I don't know. Everyone's got a beard these days. It's true. My mentor even trades from his Ford Bucky. Oh. They want to be wizards. Dude, don't tell me we're going to break out again and not get a retest. Stay away from the woman mentors with beards.
Hey mate, don't post videos about yourself, dude.
Yeah, we always wait for the retest, and the reason we wait for retest is because of fake outs. Because at the end of the day, liquidity sweeps are a normal thing, and especially when you're trading NQ, you'll find that especially on the 5-minute, if you just wait for the break, and if you wait for the break, the closure outside of that zone, and then the retest, you won't get faked out almost at all. It's very seldom that we get faked out. And that's pretty much the only reason we will lose a trade, is when we get faked out. That's what increases the win rate so much. Yes, you might get FOMO and want to enter right away, and this is what a lot of people do. They enter immediately on the break of the level instead of waiting for the break and closure and then the retest. Am I good to select Bent as prop firm? Just what's Bent? I'm not sure what Bent is. There's a few different prop firms you can look to go with, but what I recommend to everyone is to just go onto propfirmmatch.com. Propfirmmatch.com. Look at what they have there. They will give you a rundown of how frequently people are receiving payouts from that prop firm. Very important, right? They're also going to give you a rundown of all of the rules that seem to be hidden in the FAQs. because that's also a significant issue. You'll hop onto a prop firm and you're not actually familiar with the rules that are in their FAQs. Yeah, it looks like we're getting left behind again.
Yeah, that's a massive open gun. Oh shit.
Oh, I think my camera died. Or it overheated, one of the two.
Camera getting hot?
Yeah, I think so. Sony's like to overheat. I'll write it for you guys. But yeah, the best place to have a look and see what prop firms will suit you best is propfirmmatch.com. Yeah, it's going to go over really all of the hidden rules that you might not have realized are a factor. It's going to go over how frequently people are getting paid out. That's very important. It'll also show the reviews of those particular prop firms. They've actually managed to implement a way to get reviews from people that have received withdrawals only, or people who have gotten funded and received withdrawals give or requested withdrawals, give their reviews. They verify that first, so it's not just random people.
Those buys definitely validated now.
How long do we wait on the retest candle? Do we want to allow 3 minutes of the 5-minute candle to form in order to know if it's truly rejecting? Okay, so this is how I kind of look at retests. So if price is approaching our support and resistance zone that we're looking to take the trade from, so if it's approaching our entry and it's approaching with momentum, so if you can see it's not correctively going back to that zone, so it's not chopping around to get back to that zone, it's going with one big candle with momentum. I'm not going to be particularly keen on catching that particular falling knife. So what I want to see is price push a little bit further into that zone and then reject, especially if it's approaching at momentum. However, if price is struggling to get back to the zone where we're looking to enter from, and it's taking some time, so let's say it's taken at least 3 candles to get back to that zone, right? Then I'm totally fine to just enter right away. I'm fine to enter right away when it touches the entry zone. So essentially, when it gets back to the zone and it's coming softly, it looks like it's not going to be difficult for us to catch that particular position, then I'm fine to just get in straight away. But if it's coming at huge momentum, I'm going to want to see some more proof that we're actually going to bounce, and that's going to be in the form of a rejection, basically just waiting for it to push a little bit into the zone and start to reject. Then I'm going to get into that particular trade. So I hope that helps, guys. That's really the two different factors to consider, whether to get in just immediately or to just wait and see, because it's saved our bacon quite a few times, just waiting and being patient. Yeah, Phil, both of those are good options. Just make sure you understand the different plans and understand the rules of those two different prop firms before getting in. Again, prop firm match is a very good tool to use for that. Sophia asks, can I have an idea of the cost for one-on-one mentorship? So Sophia, the one-on-one mentorship is like the name suggests, one-on-one. So it takes quite a lot of time from myself, time and resources from myself and my team. So it isn't a cheap mentorship. However, it is the quickest way for you to get results. So we literally pour 60 days worth of mentorship into you. And in fact, it's actually more of a lifetime mentorship because we continue to mentor you even after you're profitable, which we aim to do in 60 days. In fact, we aim to get you funded and withdrawing profits within 60 days. And to this day, we've had a lot of people hit that. Majority of people that get on hit it within those days. There's a few that take a bit longer. Obviously, people learn differently. Some people like to spend longer. And genuinely, some people prefer to spend longer, which is actually better. Not rushing is better. So yeah, in terms of that investment, it's not a cheap investment. It's in the mid 4 figures. So if you want to find out more, you can apply the link below and someone will get back to you and let you know the details. Jackie says, I got funded on Friday with your strategy.
Hi, Jackie.
Waiting for certificate and contract from Blue Guardian. Congratulations, Jackie. Yay. Wait, I think I've got a thing for that. Yay. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear applause? Congratulations, Jackie. Yeah. Looks like the fair value gap hold the candle above. It has, yeah. I mean, if you're talking about the second candle that printed, that was pretty impulsive. It does look like it did, but that's because that's where the fair value gap printed. The other thing to bear in mind here, guys, is that there's a fair value gap that printed below our potential entry. So that's definitely something to consider because, again, those imbalances in the market can cause people to cause the market to gravitate towards that area, obviously, which can then take us out prematurely, and that's not what we want. So I would actually say this particular trade, if we decide to hop into it, it's going to be a lower risk trade. So we're going to be hopping in with half our regular risk. Again, there's a few reasons for that, and that's to do with the confluences that we look at. Firstly, we're overextended. So that's a big thing to look at. Secondly, there's an imbalance below, right? There are a few other confluences that are kind of in favor of this particular setup, but those two are kind of big red flags for me. However, it's a valid setup and there are other confluences supporting it. And for that reason, I would still hop in with lower risk, but being very cautious and using lower risk. Don't think that you can just hop into a position and go full risk and, oh, this is going to be the one that works out. Don't be that guy. Rather risk accordingly. Now, we're coming back to the zone, but with some momentum, right? So we want to see it kind of reject a bit, okay? We want to see it reject a little bit. It seems to be Yeah. So not only do I want to see it come back into the zone, I want to see it actually reject quite a bit before getting in. So you can see it's pushing lower. We're not in any trades right now. I want to see it actually push quite far and then start to reject quite a lot before even getting into anything. So yeah, this could be a potential example of us getting saved by just allowing the market to show us evidence first. Because when it comes back with one big candle like that, you do not want to be stuck there trying to catch this falling knife. And this would be an example of that. Yeah, so
You used the limit order, you literally would have been out at stop loss already. Just a little bit of patience, like Ethan says, I mean, you're still safe.
yeah, so literally just, so that's a whole different module of information to go through there. But basically, when it's coming to your entry with huge momentum like that with one big candle, you want to sit out and wait until you see a big rejection. So again, and I've been guilty of doing this a lot, getting in at that zone immediately, right? But that's going to kill you, especially if you're getting in when there's momentum pushing against your entry.
That is a good rejection.
Yeah, we're going to get in.
So that is something.
Okay, I'm in with half risk.
Nice rejection on a fair value up.
So yeah, we're in now with lower risk, again, just purely because of the overextended nature of that particular entry, as well as, obviously having the gap be low is not ideal.
So basically at this line over here, you got in, where we got in, you can go break even. Like now, it can start moving break even and past the 50% line.
Okay, so we're at break even. Nice push.
Monitor. Nice, everyone's break even already.
Yeah. So for those of you who are super new, that means essentially we've moved our stop loss to our entry. So now we're either going to get out with 0 or we're going to get out with our take profit.
Damn, Marcos got goofy. Must have got a good entry, Marcos.
You disappeared on the collab cam, bro.
No way, dude. What? Oh.
So we hopped in somewhere down here. Those of you who missed it. It's probably a bit up here.
My camera again. In a second.
Yeah, so we lost JMO there. as we're in our profitable trade midway through.
I just bounced, bro. Yeah, for some reason, Streamlabs is not streaming my camera. Okay.
Okay, we're getting close to that target.
Okay, everyone's hitting TP. Let's go.
Nice, guys. Those of you who took that entry on stream, well done.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Just as we're about to hit TP.
Let's go. Good trade, guys. You see, and you guys didn't believe. You guys on Discord, you always want to blame on Monday. It's my job to blame Monday. It's not your guys. I'm kidding. And Garfield. yeah, Garfield as well.
Damn it, like
Everyone
kissed.
in PP is posted in chat right now. Okay. Chat storm. Holy cow. Okay. yeah, there we go.
Come on, so close, but at the same time, so far.
Devontae, you don't really want to hit stop loss. How, bro? What?
For some reason, they're struggling to hear you, JMO, on YouTube. But it shows that your signal's coming through, so it's weird.
Is it picking up my mic on your side?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, dude. But maybe it's... Wait, hang on. Let me... yeah, it's weird. I can literally see your signal coming through, so...
Yeah. Freaking good, awesome.
Schnuffle, why are you on minus 6.5% on your evaluation? Did you take a trade now? Jai says, I'm up 9% on 5 times 150k accounts, and I have one more day to go. This is take profit trader accounts. Yeah, well done, bro. Holy crap. That's insane. Seriously insane. Well done, bro. Only miss the good trades and get the bad ones. So, Schnuffle, why are you missing the good trades then? Is it just user error? Is it not being able to execute properly? Copiers risk settings off on my QT account only made 10% of expected gain. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, if you put, it depends also. You may also be copying one-to-one when it's a it's like a one contract size, whereas the other broker may be 10 contract size. Crixus, if you missed today, the recording will be uploaded. So in our Discord community, every single day, we trade live. Every single day on our university, And then every single day we give the game plan on the Crown Club Discord. So we record every single session. So every single trade that we take is recorded. So there's no argument of we didn't take this trade, didn't take that trade. Oh, you're just saying you took it. We took it and we called it on stream. So again, we've done that for months and months now. And those of you who don't have access to our live trading that we do in our private Discord, we post the next day, we post the recording of the live trading that we did. So every single execution is recorded. Chris. Chris thinking that nobody knows that Etro is Chris. Hey Ethan, what app are you using to connect JMO? Jordan, we're using Streamlabs, which lets you connect multiple people as well, which is pretty cool. It's cool though. I mean, for the first time on streams, we've got some cool sound effects. So I can, if someone annoys me and I don't like their joke, I can just go like this. And if people pass their prop firm accounts, I can go like this. And then I don't know what this one does. This is just the trombone. Yeah, those of you who are in at break even, yeah, and most people hit take profit there. Yeah, again, one thing I want to also stress, if you guys hit break even on this particular trade, do not allow it to get you tilted. The reason, and again, like, just understand that when you get a break even and there's perhaps a different outcome on stream, that it balances out over time. Because there's going to be plenty of other times where you get in at a better price than we do. There's going to be plenty of other times that happens. Because again, it's the law of averages. If you're getting in, there's going to be times you get in late, which is maybe the case here. You got in late, which meant that you got a worse entry. But there's going to be other times that if you get in late, that you're going to get a better entry. However, one thing that will fix and remedy all of these issues is if you are actually applying the strategy next to us, rather than trying to copy exactly what we're doing, understand the process and implement the process next to us. So come on, look at our zones and then implement next to us, right? At the end of the day, you know, give a man a fish and he eats for a day. But if you understand how to fish, you're going to eat for a lifetime. And essentially what that translates to is, if you're trying to copy our exact trades, you're going to have slippage, you're going to have late entries, you're going to have issues behind that. But if you look at our zones and then execute the strategy in line with that on your own, you're going to get better entries because you're actually executing the plan. You're not trying to compare your entries to ours. Dario, we've already taken this trade. Most of us hit take profit. A few people hit break even though. Again, depending on where you got in. It's mad. I thought once I mastered this, I would be profitable. But now I am holding with no emotion. I just had hit a bad run of luck. So again, it's not necessarily about a bad run of luck. It's about market conditions being conducive to your strategy a lot of the times. And also, like I said, a factor can be if you're trying to copy us exactly, to some degree, you're self-sabotaging yourself. And the best way to mitigate that is look at the zones that we mark out, take those as your kind of guidelines and use that as your cheat code. Move off stream for a while when the trade starts to when the trade starts to play out, because you don't want to be trying to copy our exact entries, because you're going to end up getting a delayed entry essentially, and that for a lot of people can tilt them so much that it discourages them completely from trading. Because at the end of the day, most of the time you're going to get in late. And sometimes getting in late is going to be beneficial to you. Other times it's not going to be beneficial. You're going to get a late entry that is not as good of an entry as us. Been following this Discord since October. Just haven't been able to get funded. I keep learning on here though. Love you guys. Thanks for it all. Today's trade looks interesting. Entry looks different from usual. So yes, this is what we were talking about today, is that we're not getting into a trade until, and especially if we see the price moving aggressively towards our zone, we're certainly not going to get in right away as it hits the zone. This is where we want to wait for a rejection, and that's what saved us today. We waited for price to push lower because it was coming with a lot of momentum and it was one big candle. We're not going to catch that falling knife. And so we waited for price to push into the zone significantly. It already went to where our stop loss would have been. It started rejecting quite significantly, and then we got in, giving us a better entry and saving us completely. We then basically pushed up to take profit. Some of you obviously got a worse off entry and ended up break even, but again, that's the name of the game if you're copying trades exactly, which is something I would discourage against. DW says, I treat my entries like I treat the zones I can get in somewhere within a given area. Okay. Amal, thank you very much for following on YouTube. Much appreciated. Those of you on Discord, I hope you follow me on YouTube. I don't understand, because I assume most of you come from YouTube. So I don't know how that works. I know a lot of you on YouTube perhaps aren't in the Discord. Highly recommend you join so that you can be part of our daily streams where I show you guys the zones we're looking to trade from.
Hey, you're a subscriber. Hey. That's cool.
Yeah. Do you consider pre-market regions, high, low, or the previous day, or first 5 minutes after opening for breakout retest entries, or only the important regions of the last hour? Yeah, we don't really consider any of those areas really when we're looking to trade. We just look at where current structure is. Oh, interesting, Sophia. Okay. Let me check that for you.
Link to the Discord is not working. I'm gonna post a new link in the YouTube chat. Just so if you guys can copy it.
But also the link to the one-on-one isn't working apparently.
Yeah, we'll sort it out for you guys now. I posted a new link now. Are you gonna take more trades in Nasdaq today? No, I will not be hunting for any more trades. One of the biggest things that I learned in trading was stick to one trade a day. Like, the more you hang around on the chart, the dumber you're gonna become, and you're gonna end up taking something that's not even there. Like, you're just gonna make up things as you go along, and then that's gonna lead to more losses. So you're gonna lose everything that you gained for the day. So rather take your one win, put the charts off, come back tomorrow, do the same thing. You're welcome, Victor. Can we have a crown sub strategy chat? That's where you got the open chat, bro. You can chat about whatever you want. Still saving up and joining the university. Finally to have you on board, bro. For those of you that don't know either, with the one-on-ones, you learn directly from me. So I'll literally carry you along the way. I'm posting the link in the YouTube chat, guys. This one should work. Gamer, your voice is a little off on YouTube. What do you mean it's a little off? Ethan, can you turn me up somehow?
It's basically showing that it's already like peaking out at like top volume. So I'm a little confused. Okay, but anyway, I'll help explain it. Yeah, so basically, one thing I want to stress again is that you don't need mentorship to be able to get profitable. And the analogy I always use is like, if you want to get in shape, you don't need to go to the gym to get in shape. You can go for a run, you can lift bricks or whatever you want. You don't need any equipment. You don't need anything paid, right? And it's the same with trading, but just understand it's going to be a little bit more tricky. You don't have someone next to you motivating you. You don't have a fancy gym. You don't have a personal trainer that's got a plan for you, that's making you stick to the plan and keeping you in check, right? And that's the difference between the two. You can still get the same results with both, but with one, you have an advantage and it makes it easier. So the one thing I want to emphasize is that you don't need mentorship, but if you're in a position to invest in yourself and invest in mentorship, it's a good idea, especially if you're investing into a mentorship where there's a proven track record, number one, which in our case, we've recorded every single trade we've taken for the last, 10, 11 months. We've literally video recorded every single trade that we've taken. So that's not even something that you can fake in a broker or in a, by the way, my FX book results can get faked. Broker results can get faked. Even sometimes prop firm results can get faked, but you cannot fake literal video recordings of people calling trades, taking the trades, and then obviously recording those results. That cannot be faked unless you've got some CGI or something, right? So essentially, what you want to do is find someone with that proven track record and then emulate what they're doing. And in a lot of these cases, you know, in the case of our one-on-one, we literally look over your shoulder at every single trade you're taking, and we literally spoon feed you the strategy that we're trading. So you're able to literally, every single step of the way that you take, if you take one step wrong, we're there to correct it, right? Whether that be psychological, whether that be technical analysis based, whether that be the strategy you're using to approach prop firms, whether that's the strategy you're looking to approach with your normal broker account, if you're wanting to go the futures route, if you're wanting to go the CFDs route. We've gone through every single one of these hurdles, and we've fallen over those hurdles multiple times. And in that process, we've learned what works and what doesn't work. We've all become funded traders, and we've earned thousands of dollars month in and month out. So we know what works and we know what doesn't work. And so you get the advantage there of having us basically be right next to you along the whole process. So that's really the whole point of it. So yeah, if you want to apply for that, you can apply for that in the link in the description. And if it's not something that you can afford, understand that that's not the end of the world. You can still do it with all the free stuff that we provide you with. In fact, we still provide you with all the zones that we trade every single day live streamed. So you're able to tune into our live streams and get the exact zones we're looking to trade from. You're able to log on to YouTube and look at the exact methodology that we're trading as well. So you've got all of those tools, so make sure to use them. So very, very valuable stuff that's out there for free. And we've had people take our free tools, our free streams, our free videos on YouTube and make over we've literally had someone make over $17,000, right? Just with our free stuff. And then to say thank you, he literally came and bought our one-on-one mentorship. Like, I can't tell you enough how, as long as you believe in yourself and you have confidence in what you're doing, which is actually what we spend a lot of time with our students doing, is building confidence in what you're doing and the strategy you're trading. Because everyone says their main issues with trading is psychological, but what psychological issue is at the root of your problems? And the root problem that I've seen for 99% of traders who are struggling to become profitable is not their strategy. Okay, so what is it? Oh, it's psychology. So what is psychology? Psychology is learning to trust your strategy. And learning to trust your strategy is essentially just working through your issues with confidence in your trading. And that's what we spend a lot of time doing through various different methods, with collecting data, but not just collecting data, having you actually implement the strategy in real time, documenting what you're seeing, okay, in terms of trade setups that work out and trade setups that don't work out. Find out what is the common denominator there. Like, for example, what we taught you right now on the stream, and that is to firstly be patient and wait for the market to show its hand. And that's all we did right now, live in front of you. Price came back to our zone very aggressively, and we waited for the market to reject that zone and not get in immediately when it hit our entry. And I can tell you right now, there's probably 10 or 20 people that got in immediately as it hit our entry point, where we said, we're not getting in now because we're waiting for price to push lower because it's been an aggressive push towards the zone. So there will definitely be people that got in at that zone, and that's because of FOMO. What's FOMO a direct offshoot of? Okay, you're not patient and you don't have confidence in what you're doing. If you had confidence in the trading strategy you are trading, you would follow it to a T because you know it's going to work out. And so we show you that the strategy works out long term. We are able to take a case-by-case basis and show you how the strategy works out long term, so that you don't have that FOMO, you don't have the impatience. Again, another big problem is being greedy. Why are you greedy? Okay, well, because maybe the next trade doesn't work out. Maybe this trading strategy stops working. So right now I need to be greedy and make all the money right now. That again is an offshoot of not being confident in what you're doing. If you're confident in what you're doing, small profits every day, every week, taking 2 or 3 trades in a week is fine because you know long term you're going to make money. You just scale your accounts, right? Just making 2 or 3% a month can make you a gazillionaire. Well, not gazillionaire, but you know what I'm saying. You can scale that infinitely, right? Just have small profits every month and increase your capital. That's all you actually have to do. And with the tools that you have today, when it comes to access to funds, prop firms, access to different investment, there are literally different people that are looking to invest in traders all the time, right? That's also something you get access to in our one-on-one mentorship, by the way. We have access to literal funds in Dubai that will put funds right behind you immediately as well. And that's exclusively available to those in our university and our one-on-one mentorship, which we will be launching this week. So again, it's all about confidence. And if you're able to be disciplined enough to build your confidence on your own and take the extra time and effort, you can get the same results. You can become profitable traders. Hell, that's like a lot of what a lot of the best traders in the world have done, right? They weren't always the internet wasn't always a thing, right? So there's a lot of people that have taken the time to teach themselves through trial and error. And again, with the tools that you have access to, it's never been easier to learn for free, okay? It's never been easier than right now. And those of you saying how much, I've already spoken to you guys regarding that. Essentially, it takes a lot of resources from my side in terms of manpower, in terms of having traders that are literally verified thousands of dollars per month earning traders that then sit behind you and coach you on the strategy that they trade and I trade. So based on that, it's not a cheap mentorship. It takes a lot of man hours and a lot of resources. So it's not cheap, but it's your best shot at getting profitable as quickly as possible. It is a mid 4-figure investment. So if that's something you're able to invest in, then yeah, you can apply below. If not, that's fine as well. There's all the free resources you need available on my YouTube and on the Discord, right? So yeah, that's my views on mentorship and really how it should be. And that's also why I spend a lot of time putting out free value for you guys, because at the end of the day, I want to help people not just through paid resources, but actually help people for free as well. But obviously I cannot give of my time and my team's time for free. That's where the line kind of gets drawn, right? Armand, yes, we did take a trade. It was a winning trade on our end. Yeah, we'll probably do a Cape Town meetup at some point. Those of you in Cape Town, we'll probably do a Cape Town meetup at some point. We're just waiting for JMO to move to Cape Town. Cool. Yeah, I think that's it for us today, guys. Yeah, I think we're going to call it for today. Again, we don't want anybody taking any trades that aren't part of the plan. So yeah, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see everybody in the Discord tomorrow. Those of you on YouTube, make sure to join the Discord. The link is in the description. You'll be able to join and stream with us like this every single day. And then those of you who want to live trade with us, click on the university link. And if you want to be mentored one-on-one, you can click on the link to apply as well. Cheers, everyone. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day or evening. Cheers, JMO.